let's get started. We got a lot to get to, including Thursday Night Football.
Yep.
The
Senior
game,
Citizen Bowl.
Yes, between Aaron Rodgers and of course
Both of them hurt right after that play.
yeah, Aaron Rodgers and I forgot the other guy.
Flacco.
Joe Flacco from.
Don't disrespect Waka Flocka like that.
Yes, and those two guys. But there you have it, Rob G. People are calling the Icy Hot Bowl.
Their teammates are calling it the Icy Hot Bowl. Everybody's excited about it. I think the only person more excited than the Bengals and Steelers fans is me because I love old people doing stuff. You know
there
that.
you go. That's right.
Rob might one-up you.
He might, based on this next segment here.
Well, I do just want to jump in here, and I'm going to say this. And I know Kelvin's an anti-Aaron Rodgers guy.
I don't know when I became an anti-Aaron Rodgers guy.
Because you sit next to me.
Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly, because you sit next to me.
I love that I'm the anti-Aaron Rodgers guy.
But anyway, it's all good. I'm telling you right now that the worm has turned for Aaron Rodgers. At one time, he was public enemy number one. People didn't like him because of the comments on McAfee and the vaccine, and when he said he got vaccinated and he wasn't vaccinated, and people. He took a turn. At one time, he was trying to be the host of Jeopardy, right? He tried out, and he did really well, and people thought, wow, this guy might be the host of Jeopardy to replace Alex Trebek, a legend in the game show world and all that stuff. But I think it's turned for Aaron Rodgers, and there's a couple examples. He's on the Steelers, playing better. The Jets, where he left, where people were trying to make it like it was his fault that things didn't work out there, he was the reason why. He left, and they're 0-6. They're even worse situations. So you look at that and go, well, what did he have to do with that? Because they're still terrible, and they've been terrible since basically 1969. When they won the Super Bowl. But the other part is Terry Bradshaw ripped him, and I thought you remember
He did.
that.
We talked about it.
Terry Bradshaw ripped Aaron Rodgers. Like, what are they waiting for this guy for? Blah, 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 all this other stuff. And he was asked about it, I think on NFL Network. Somebody was doing an interview, and they asked him, what did you make of that? He said, I don't know Terry. He goes, I respect Terry. He won 4 Super Bowls, a great quarterback, Pittsburgh Steelers, whatever. I wish Terry would get to know me or whatever. I'm open to that. I have nothing ill to say about him, blah, 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 blah. He's off of McAfee now. He's not doing that anymore. He's just playing football. He's playing. Even when they talked about the Icy Hot Bowl, he just kind of laughed about it. You know, it just seems like, to me, he's more back to the discount double check guy back when he was the thing. And you remember that. People were doing a discount double check every time he throw a touchdown. It was fun to me. It was good. I think he's turned a corner.
The only challenge that I have to that is I don't think he's turned a corner. I think he's just in indifferent land, which is perfectly fine, where people are just indifferent. They don't, like, no one's talking about him, period. And that's okay. That's a good thing. I think sometimes when you stay a long time, everything starts to come out, right? Your opinions on this come out, whether they be political, whether it be about, medicine and vaccines, and then we got to like you for that, dislike you for that. I don't like you that. Your girlfriend, who you dated. All these things happen when you stick around 10, 15, 20 years. LeBron James, when it was just really basketball and just getting down on the court, nobody, obviously going to have a few haters. That's normal. But the more he sticks around, the more he puts out his opinion, the more he does this, the more he's passive-aggressive. You call me Watch King, people get tired of him. And that's just what happens when you've been great for so long, as Aaron Rodgers has. We've been talking about him for now 20-plus years, 20 years.
It's a long time in sports to talk about
So
somebody.
I don't think it's a negative thing. I think that's just inevitable when you've been that guy for that long, right? You name the thing in life. Could be an actor, could be a musician, an artist. In this case, world-class, all-pro, one of the greatest football players ever. He has been that guy, and I just think the more he started to get into his eclectic self and, talking about experimenting with drugs, some people are pro-drugs, some people are not. That's going to get people to talk about you. You get what I mean? And so I think he's now, because he's been quiet, the team's playing well, he's in Indifferentville, which is perfectly fine. Everybody right now is talking about what's wrong with the Ravens. Are the Chiefs back or not? Can you trust the Lions? The Chargers finally turned the corner. Like, there's so many other storylines right now. Where did the Colts come from? Baker Mayfield going to be the MVP or not? So I think he's just in kind of no man's land where nobody's really talking about him in a positive way. That's perfectly fine. And the more the team continues to win, which they have a great chance because that division was not what all of us thought it would be going into the season. So now they have a chance to do really well. he keeps playing well, riding the running game, the defense kind of laying low, now forcing throws, then maybe the conversations to me can be a little bit more where you are now in 5-6 weeks. And let's say they're 9-3 and he's slowly rising up, maybe not the MVP, but just the conversations, then I think we'll be here. Right now, I just think people are indifferent. They're just not thinking about him in a negative or positive way, and that can be a good thing, too, where you're just maintaining and doing your thing.
Yeah.
I do think Mike Tomlin has a lot to do with that. Their bromance and welcoming it in and kind of the stability of the franchise, I think that helps.
I agree to a certain extent, but there was a space there for him to go off on Terry Bradshaw. You know what I mean? Like, there was a space.
I will absolutely concede that.
And I think that was that and also deciding that Pat McAfee, I need to get off of that. Like that's not it helped Pat McAfee land ESPN and he got his money and he got
that was huge for him. No, that was huge.
For him.
That was huge for him. That was MJ when MJ used to come on with Ahmad Rashad.
Right, that helped his career, but that wasn't great. That wasn't great for
Aaron.
For Aaron, and I think that has changed now where people are looking
100%.
at him.
And that's very mature of him, by the way. That was very mature because sometimes, you know what we do in life? We have pride where you're like, no, I'm going to do this. I can't. So what? I don't care what people say. That's very wise of Aaron. But you know what? I'm going to get out of rest for now. You know who else has done that thus far? Micah Parsons. Remember, he was like, I'm going to get rid of some stuff. I'm going to chill. I'm going to focus on football. He's not got a million podcasts. He's not.
I don't think is he doing his podcast?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Rob G, is he Micah doing his podcast or no?
To our knowledge, no, on and off a little bit, but
not like it. What
he's in a holding pattern,
which is great.
That's what I mean. So that's very. I appreciate people who don't fall on pride. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're not
gonna
tell
me what to
do.
I do what I want to do, and a lot of people do that. And Aaron seems to let me turn a new leaf. Let me focus on this, and I think that's been great for him. 877-99 on Fox. Just taking a few calls. Aaron Rodgers. Has he moved the needle a little bit on you? Has he changed kind of your perspective? Maybe he hasn't. Maybe you love him still. You don't like him. Where are you with Aaron Rodgers this year with the Steelers? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right, Anderson in Queens. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Anderson?
What's up, Rob? What's going on, man?
How you?
Cal was good, man.
What's up, Queens? Where should we go?
Rob,
the world is so big.
What part of Queens you from?
Jamaica, Queens.
Like where?
Linden and Merrick. Where are you from?
Okay, Linden and Merrick. Okay, I used to live in Far Rockaway in Rosedale. I'm in Jersey now.
Okay, yep, got you.
Ain't that where CNN is? Capone and Noriega? Ain't that Far Rock? I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
You know what? I'm gonna say this real quick. You know why they call it Far Rockaway?
What?
And Anderson will know this. It's far.
It is. It's out there.
It's far. Yes, in Queens.
That is true.
Queens.
Yes, it is.
True. But a couple things I was going to say. I think with Terry Bradshaw, why Aaron Rodgers didn't, I would definitely say it's probably the resume because of Terry Bradshaw resume, why he didn't comment. And also, I would definitely say the Pittsburgh, the organization with Mike Tomlin. But I don't even know if Aaron Rodgers has turned the corner like that, Rob. He's playing decent. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he's really making that kind of noise.
I don't know. 10 touchdowns, 3 picks, and they're 4-1 with only 1 home win. I think that's pretty good.
I don't think he was. I didn't think he was referring to the gameplay. I thought he was saying
no, but he said he's playing. He said he's just playing okay.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about the personality part of it. Yeah. I believe Mike Tomlin plays a massive role in this. When you come into certain people's houses who have an establishment, and that's a good thing. Like, all right, this is the city, this is the organization, the franchise.
But I think he looked at Terry Bradshaw and his history there and just said, I'm not going to go down
that was a smart move because it made Terry look bad.
And Terry looked bad, exactly.
That was smart. Sometimes you being quiet makes the other person.
Andre in Massachusetts, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, I think Aaron Rodgers is getting a tutorial and how to move differently and see the results. Listen, he was one of these guys that wanted to control the narrative, that wanted to be out front, going on a Pat McAfee show, all of the is he coming back, is he not taking place in the summer, and he kind of lived in that. But along with what the Steelers are doing, a lot based on the implosion of the AFC North, right? The Ravens, we didn't see that, okay, in Cincinnati with the injuries. But Rodgers playing, they're winning, and he's allowed to stay behind the scenes and have the benefits. Of course, dog wants to act up. But no, in terms of Aaron Rodgers, there's no acting up. And I think that's why.
Okay, Dre, with the segue, I like that.
No doubt.
Thank you, Dre. He was like dog acting up. But speaking of acting up, that was pretty
Yes,
good there,
that was
Dre.
good.
Yeah.
A nice ad lib right there.
Yeah.
Drew in New Jersey, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
Hey, I mean, if you're saying off the field, I think that off the field, yeah, things have died down. Also, I think that a lot of what the media was saying is kind of disingenuous, especially if you're like, on one hand, you'll have people say, oh, he's the worst leader in sports, and then your next segment is Lamar Jackson, and the next Michael Vick, and not realize that you're pretty much, you don't see the irony in that segment, which I feel like it's kind of straight up just disingenuous. One's a dog murderer.
Oh, Drew, stop it, Drew.
Yeah.
You know when people compare to Michael Vick, it's the athleticism. Ain't nobody comparing to his character with dogs, Drew. Stop it. Drew, you know better than that. All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.